In this brief video, I'm going to demonstrate how to create an email merge to contact customers via email and send them customized emails with their name and specific information pertaining to their account or pertaining to them. So the way it works is that you have to have an Excel file where you're keeping track of the data. By the way, this does not have to be just Excel. It can be data in Access database. It could be data pulled from another system and so on. It could be data from Outlook and so on. But the simplest way is to have it in an Excel file. It's important that on the first column here you'd have the actual field names for what they stand for. For example, this column stands for first name, and it has all the first names and the last name and then telephone number and so on. The labels here on the top, we'll use them from within Word when we do the email merge. The other thing that you will need to have in order to do an email merge is an email address or a field with the email address for each of the customers. Of course, the email shouldn't be exactly the same for all the customers, otherwise it will not really work the way you intend it to. In order for this to work is that you need to have Microsoft Outlook installed or a MAPI compliant email application installed. And usually if you have Office on your computer, the Microsoft Outlook client application comes with it, and most likely you are using it. Or in a business environment you'd be using that. Go in Microsoft Word. So we can close the Excel file at this point. We go into Word and we'll create a new document. It doesn't have to be a new one. You can use an existing email or an existing template from Word that you are using. Go under Mailings, click on Start a Mail Merge. Then we go under Mail Merge Wizard and Email Messages. The process is exactly the same as for creating labels or creating regular mail merge for letters. The only difference is in the very end when it initiates using Outlook. To then start the document, and we are going to use the current document. If we wanted to use something else, we can pick one from here. Then click the recipients. We have to tell the computer what the recipients. We're going to use an existing list, and we're going to click on Browse to find the list. Then we'll go under wherever we have our Excel file, so you'd know wherever you saved it, and you'll pick the first field that shows up from your Excel file. If your Excel file has more tabs and you're using those tabs, then of course that's what you'd be picking here. Notice here it says first row of data contains column headers. You'll click OK, and then this is our data. We can filter it, we can sort it, we can do other stuff here, but for the sake of simplicity we're not going to tinker with that, and then we're going to click OK. The next step, it is to write the email message. So we click, and then we go to start writing it. We can say dear, and then insert the field, dear first name. And let's assume at this point that the order number was actually this one under customer ID. We're going to mix it at this point a little bit. So you put in that, and then you can put in other comments, and you can put in whatever other fields that you might be keeping from your data file. So now if we wanted to insert a coupon or whatever it may be, we go online here, we search under Bing for a coupon code. Let's assume that's the coupon. We can format this a little bit better if we wanted to and customize it further. And then next we can click on Preview Your Email. Notice it says Dear Owen, thank you for a recent order 1105. And then we can go to the next customer. And you can see Dear John, Dear Harry, Dear Kathy, and so on. It's going to send them exactly the same email, but it's going to be personalized with their own name and also some kind of pertinent information related to them. Click on Complete the Merge, and then the option here, which is different from regular mail merges, is that it's asking us for electronic mail. Then we tell it that the to field is in the email column for the Excel file. So if we had that labeled somewhere else or something different, then you would choose whatever the name of that column is. Choose email, and then you could put a subject line. This will be the title of your email, as just like your regular emails. Then the format, you want to have the format, if you're going to use pictures like this, you want to make it HTML format. And then click OK. The system is going to connect and utilize Microsoft Outlook, and it is going to send those emails one after the other. It's not going to be like a distribution list. It's going to be just one email after the other. Now be cautious and careful here that you don't blast everybody with this type of email or send the wrong email and you misuse the list. So basically, if I were to hit OK here, it is going to send those emails out based on the Excel list. Now at this point I'm not going to do that because we get the idea, I hope. And what you can do at this stage, if you go back to where you had the codes here, if something is not correct, you can always go back and correct it into the Excel file and then rerun it again. You can save this file, notice with the codes, I'll give the name here on, and then if I'm to go back here after 2 weeks or 2 months or whatever, and I come back to Word again, and then go to open it, here's my sample email. Notice it's going to come up and ask me, do you want to link to the customer's file in Excel? Of course I want to say yes, and then from this point on we can go here under the steps and then choose just next basically, and here they are, and basically just complete the merge and do the electronic mail again. So basically you don't have to redesign the form, it works exactly the same. You can save the form both in regular mail merges, in label mail merges, and email mail merges, and reuse the same form multiple times, and you just keep the Excel file up to date.